it's great to get a win. No matter what it is, doesn't matter who you're playing, it's great to get a win. Hats off to that team that we played. They, didn't do anything we didn't expect, and they got the ball to number 20, and he made us look foolish. So, my hat's off to them. But, at the end of the day, figuring out a way to win, it was good to, hit that kick with, a new kicker. And, that's going to help us as the season goes on. And, at the end of the day, we got to take care of the opportunities when they give us. And I'm happy for our locker room. I'm happy that we got to win.
Questions?
Mac, how about that kicker? His first time to come into a game like that, in a situation like that. What do you say about the kicker?
Well, as good as that, final kick was, actually the best kick he made all day was when we got the penalty there and had to kick off from the 20. And he put it all the way through the end zone. And, that's a huge field position win for us. So, in a lot of ways, he did more than just win the game.
That 4th and 1 call, what was the reasoning behind that, running Bert? Is it just to get more in the comfort zone of the kicker?
Yeah, we were right at the kick line. And in fact, sitting here staring at my kick line card, and we were literally right at it. But I felt at the end of the day, too, to give our guys a little bit of, belief. Let's go ahead and get a yard. And they went ahead and did it. And you know what, that gave us the distance to be able to go make that kick.
What can that do for a team? You've shown the trust in the big guys up front. You got some big boys up there to say, hey, look, we could try a kick here, but we're going to put it in your hands to.
No, well, look, I'm glad we got it, because I'd be standing up here being the idiot right now. So I understand how that works. But, sometimes you just got to trust your guys and trust your instinct. But, more importantly, let's go ahead and, impose our will a little bit. And we did.
Yeah, Coach, you had big plays of 30 yards or more, I think, on every scoring drive, but maybe one.
Yeah.
And so you talked about that was kind of like the goal to get that, but yet they weren't phased. They just kept coming back and coming back. Is that a teaching point for your team next week to say, it doesn't matter, your opponent just keeps coming back, we got to make sure we do that.
Yeah, there was something that we felt we needed to do was to, get some chunk plays, and we did. When you do that, you actually leave your defense on the field a little bit more than what you need. So, for us, as we kind of go down the road here this season, we got to develop some consistency where, it's not all or nothing. We've got to be able to take some drives, take some time off the clock, and keep our defense off the field.
What do you feel like you learned about your offense in a game like this?
I don't know. I have to watch film. We challenged them to make some explosive plays, and because we didn't do anything a week ago, and we did that, so that's a good thing. Now, the consistency of not having 3 and outs or short drives. We had an opportunity with good field position and didn't do anything with it. We've got to understand, the consistency piece, and winning on 1st and 10. We got behind the sticks way too many times.
Did you see that? Did you get a look at that Tyson play? Do you think that was a catch and fumble, or do you think that he dropped it? What do you think of that?
Well, you don't, look, just don't let them make the call, right?
Early in the game, Bert throws an interception, and the next drive, come out and he throws a deep ball down the sideline. How do you maintain confidence in a young quarterback?
Well, I think we did, just coming right back to it. Their guy made a good play, give them credit. They got scholarship guys too, so, but, you got to be able to, it's no different. Guy misses a shot, get right back to him, right? Let him go ahead and get his feel back, and that's what we did.
Mac, how about Bert today? Went downfield a lot, and we haven't always seen that out of him. You see some maturity out of him and some growth today on the field that you were looking for?
Yeah, he's good. He's a good leader, man. His team believes in him. I was happy to see Jace come in that was a heck of a play he made right there too. Like I said, all year, we're going to need 2 of them, and we've got 2 of them.
Gut instinct, what do you, obviously you have to watch the film, but priorities this upcoming practice in terms of teaching points, points of improvement? You mentioned consistency on offense, defensively. What do you think is going to be the sticking point for you?
Well, gut feeling. Playing at Notre Dame. It's pretty cool. Been there 3 times, man. It's awesome. If you guys get a chance, go. I mean, there's the history and the tradition. I'm excited to get there. For our guys, we got to study this. They're going to take advantage of the things that, we showed we couldn't stop. So we've got to get that corrected. And let's go enjoy it, man.
How about Parker? He had the biggest day of his career to this point. Going to him, sometimes the guy's just open. I understand that, but for him stepping up, this is sort of that coming out moment for him. Jim, do you feel like you found something in him?
He's done it. There's a guy that's just worked and worked, since he's gotten here, and now getting the opportunities. I think you see it in, speaking from a quarterback standpoint, sometimes you trust a guy, right? And you get that chemistry, you're going to find him no matter what. And I think, that's a guy that I know Bert has a lot of confidence in, as we all do.
Anything else?
Yeah, defense last week was kind of the star takeaway, right?
Mhm.
But they just gave up 42 points. What do you think kind of the difference was today, and why is that number 20 so hard to just maintain?
Like, where is he, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I was sitting there, it's like even at halftime, I go, it's like, okay, guys, there's this game, and there's this little, whatever it's called, Where's Waldo, right? Find out where Waldo is and make sure you got him covered, but we didn't. So, no, I mean, we knew it going in too, and I just don't feel like, at times, they knew exactly what we were in. They knew how to take advantage of it, and they got him the ball. But I'll tell you where Waldo is. He was in the end zone a whole bunch.
Obviously, home opener. What did you think of the crowd here in Mount Pleasant?
No, it's great, man. What a beautiful day, and I look at that student section for where we're at. It was fantastic, and. We've got to give them something to come to Kelly Shorts for, too. That's our responsibility to put a good football team out there and go win some games. So, if nothing else, we sold some extra popcorn. We kept them in the stands. And, I think our people in our business department will be excited because maybe we got 2 or 3 more hot dogs.
You have one more?
Yeah, high pressure game at the end. What can the team take away from this?
I think just learning how to win. We've been on a string here, and it hadn't been good, and that's my responsibility, my fault. But then sometimes when you figure out, doesn't matter who the opponent is, doesn't matter what the situation is, when you figure out how to win, you can build on that, and I thought we did.